This is the weirdest thing in the entirety of the COD Zombie storyline, the origins of the Pack-a-Punch machine. On September 20th, 1318, the next day after scattering his master's bones across the Hohenwerfen Castle, Austria, Arthur is pulled through a temporal rift to Angola in 2025 to a prison cell in an underground western town brought there through time as well. Sometime before April 14th, 1885, a blacksmith named Jeb Brown accompanies his mother to the old western town of Purgatory Point. They live there in relative peace until a man named Clive Farnsworth enters the town mine and later exits as a zombie, killing Jedediah's mother. On April 14th, 1885, tortured by how this could have happened to his mother, Jeb Brown enters the town mine to figure out what happened to Clive. He does not exit for 5 days, even though to him it felt like mere minutes. Not long after, on April 19th, two creatures from somewhere unknown to the blacksmith come down and speak to Jeb. He dubs them angels, and they give him the plans to construct a magical machine, the Pack-a-Punch. On June 30th the same year, the angels return and ask Jeb Brown to create the Agarthan device. Jeb is unable to acquire two of the ingredients they ask for: an elemental shard, as he has no way to control souls to infuse them into element 115, apothecary blood, as he has no way to travel to the bottom of the ocean and retrieve it. Jeb instead creates the only piece he had the ability to, a golden winding artifact that would come to be called the Seal of Duality. On July 3rd, Jeb Brown designs a device similar to the Seal of Duality, but far less powerful, the Vril device. Later that month, July 20th, the most bizarre thing happens. Depressed due to the death of his mother and desperate to return her to him, Jeb digs up her body and places it into the Pack-a-Punch machine. Yes, he literally Pack-a-Punched his own deceased mother. When she returns, she is neither alive nor dead, and instead becomes a ghost permanently bound to haunt Purgatory Point. The next day, July 21st, the angels return to Jeb Brown and ask him to place the golden device he created into the Pack-a-Punch machine to upgrade it. The following day, July 22nd, Jeb Brown obeys the order from the angels and places the device into the Pack-a-Punch. The entire town of Purgatory Point is ripped from time and teleported to underground Angola in Africa in 2025, where what's left of the townsfolk are quickly overrun by the undead. On May 15th, 1942, Group 935 recovers a variety of artifacts from a buried American western town found in Angola, including the original golden Pack-a-Punch machine, the Vril device, and the Vril vessel or Seal of Duality, all built by Jeb Brown under the guidance from the angels. Later that same year, on June 28th, Dr. H. Porter takes charge of the weapons upgrade program and successfully reverse engineers and recreates Jeb Brown's Pack-a-Punch machine, though it is more inefficient than its predecessor.